why ADHD is ruining your sleep and how to solve it. ADHD can turn something that should be simple, like sleeping, into an extremely challenging task. When nighttime arrives, while most people can relax and let their body and mind prepare for rest, the brain of those with ADHD often remains in high activity. Racing thoughts, random memories, and new ideas come in a constant stream, making the transition to a resting state difficult. It's as if the off button doesn't exist, leaving the mind trapped in an endless cycle of stimuli. This difficulty is not just mental. The body also feels the effects. Studies show that many people with ADHD have a natural delay in the release of melatonin, the hormone responsible for signaling the body that it's time to sleep. This delay causes sleep to arrive later, even when there is physical fatigue. The problem is that when sleeping later, the sleep cycle becomes unregulated, leading to short or poorly spent nights and a constant state of exhaustion during the day. Sleep deprivation, in turn, intensifies ADHD symptoms, creating a cycle that is difficult to break. When you don't get enough sleep, your brain becomes even more overloaded, making it difficult to concentrate, increasing impulsivity, and making emotional control more complicated. Fatigue also directly affects short-term memory and the ability to make decisions, compounding the challenges already faced by those living with ADHD. Additionally, difficulty staying asleep is another common obstacle. Even when they do manage to fall asleep, people with ADHD tend to have lighter, more fragmented sleep. They wake up easily, and when they wake up in the middle of the night, they may face the same whirlwind of thoughts they faced before going to sleep. This fragmented pattern reduces the quality of rest and prevents the body from going through all the phases of deep sleep, which are essential for physical and mental recovery. These challenges affect more than just your energy throughout the day. Insufficient sleep can compromise emotional health, making a person more vulnerable to stress, anxiety, and even depression. This creates a domino effect. The less sleep you get, the more difficult daily demands become, and the more challenges you face, the harder it is to find the peace you need to sleep well. The impact of ADHD on the sleep cycle is not something that could be ignored because it doesn't just affect nights, it shapes the way the days are lived. Without adequate rest, it's like trying to weather a storm without shelter, always fighting the headwinds and never catching a break. The constant search for stimulation is something that is part of the essence of those with ADHD. During the day, this need can even be channeled into tasks, hobbies, or interactions. But at night, it becomes one of the biggest obstacles to relaxing and falling asleep. It's as if the brain refuses the idea of slowing down, always looking for something new to fixate on. This explains why you often feel that irresistible urge to check your cell phone, watch another video, or even plan something for the next day, even when you're already in bed. The problem is that these seemingly harmless choices have a profound impact on your sleep. The light emitted by screens, for example, is one of the biggest villains. It directly interferes with the production of melatonin, confusing your body's internal clock and making it think it is still daytime. Even if you feel physically tired, this exposure keeps your brain alert, postponing the moment when it finally allows itself to rest. Furthermore, content consumed on screens, such as social networks, series, or games, often intensifies stimuli, further fueling mental hyperactivity. It's not just screens that prolong wakefulness. Small noises around, which might go unnoticed by other people, can be like triggers for a brain that is already hypersensitive. A noise in the hallway, the sound of a car in the distance, or even the ticking of a clock can capture your attention and make it even more difficult to relax. This state of continuous alertness is exhausting, but paradoxically, it is also difficult to switch off, creating a cycle where physical exhaustion and mental agitation feed each other. In addition to external stimuli, internal stimuli also play a significant role. Racing and disconnected thoughts often dominate bedtime. You might start thinking about something trivial, like what you're going to have for breakfast, and before you know it, you're reliving an old conversation or imagining scenarios that never happened. This mental storm makes it almost impossible to reach the state of tranquility needed to sleep. These nighttime habits end up creating negative associations with going to bed. Instead of being a place of rest, the bedroom becomes a space where you fight against your own mind and the stimuli around you. This impaired relationship with sleep can lead to long periods of insomnia or a constant feeling of dissatisfaction upon waking, even after several hours in bed. And all of this reinforces the vicious cycle that is already so characteristic of ADHD, leaving you more tired, more distracted, and less prepared to deal with everyday life. Improving your sleep when you have ADHD may seem like a daunting task, but with a few practical changes, you can create an environment and routine that encourages rest. The first step is to establish a consistent nighttime routine, something that signals to your brain that it's time to slow down. This means choosing a fixed time to go to bed and, most importantly, sticking to it every day, even on weekends. This habit helps regulate your biological clock and makes it easier to fall asleep over time. Creating a transition ritual before bed is also essential. About an hour before bed, start reducing the stimuli around you. Turn off screens such as cell phones, computers, and televisions, as the blue light emitted by them disrupts the production of melatonin. Replace these activities with something more relaxing, like reading a light book, listening to calming music, or even writing in a journal. These practices help the mind to leave the state of hyperactivity and enter the slower rhythm that sleep requires. The room environment also makes a lot of difference. Transforming it into a space that promotes rest is essential. Keep the room dark, quiet, and at a comfortable temperature. Blackout curtains can block outside light, while a fan or white noise machine can help neutralize distracting sounds. If racing thoughts continue to be a problem, try keeping a notepad next to your bed. Writing down what's on your mind can help ease the mental burden and facilitate relaxation. Incorporating relaxation techniques into your routine can also work wonders. Practicing deep breathing or guided meditation is an effective way to calm your body and mind. There are apps and videos that can help with this process, but the most important thing is to find something that works for you. Another option is to try gentle stretching or yoga before bed, which can help release tension that is built up in your body throughout the day. Furthermore, taking care of your diet and consumption of stimulant substances is also crucial. Avoid caffeine or very heavy foods in the hours before sleep, as they can prolong the feeling of alertness. Replace it with a caffeine-free tea or a light snack that helps with serotonin production, like a banana or a handful of nuts. Small adjustments to your diet can have a significant impact on your ability to relax at night. Remember, these strategies don't have to be implemented all at once. The important thing is to start with 1 or 2 changes and adjust as necessary. Every small step toward better sleep makes a difference, and over time, these practices can transform not only the quality of your sleep, but also the way you feel throughout the day. Sleep doesn't have to be a battle. It could become a time to recharge and regain balance. Even with ADHD, sleeping well does much more than just recharge your energy. For those with ADHD, a good night's sleep is a powerful tool that can transform the way you face daily challenges. When the body and mind truly rest, everything seems to flow more easily. You notice that it is easier to stay focused, organize your thoughts, and complete tasks without that constant feeling of being lost or behind. Improved attention is one of the first benefits you notice. A rested brain is better able to filter out distractions and prioritize what's important, which means you don't have to struggle as much with impulsivity. Those moments when you react automatically or make choices without thinking may decrease, because sleep helps regulate the areas of the brain responsible for impulse control. It's like you get a little pause to think before acting, something that can make all the difference in your everyday life. Furthermore, the positive impact on mood is undeniable. When you sleep well, emotional swings tend to be less intense. You feel calmer, less irritable, and better able to deal with stressful situations. This happens because sleep plays a crucial role in hormonal regulation, balancing substances like cortisol and serotonin, which directly influence how you feel. Instead of starting the day already exhausted, you wake up with more energy to face whatever comes your way. Sleep is an essential piece of the ADHD puzzle. Taking care of this part of your life not only helps reduce daily challenges, it also provides a more solid foundation for you to feel in control and live a more balanced life. Improving sleep is a powerful step towards increasing focus, regulating emotions, and facing the day with more clarity and energy. It's not about striving for perfection, but rather about creating a space where your mind and body can truly rest and renew themselves.
If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, we prepared the next video especially for you. Click here to watch.